Ever wondered how some people manage to save money while earning the same as you? Meet our friend Sam. He's an ordinary guy, navigating the complexities of day-to-day life in a bustling city. Each month, like clockwork, his paycheck arrives, but no matter how diligently he tries to manage his finances, it appears as if no significant progress is made. His savings account remains stagnant, showing no signs of improvement. The rent for his modest apartment, the groceries he picks up from the local market, the utilities that keep his life running smoothly, all these expenses nibble away at his earnings. Then there are those unexpected. The car repair that came out of nowhere, the urgent dental appointment, or the occasional night out with friends, they all add up, further depleting his monthly budget. Each month, Sam finds himself staring at his bank statement, scratching his head, wondering where all his hard-earned money disappeared. Despite his best efforts, he finds himself stuck in a seemingly endless cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to set aside any meaningful amount for the future. It's a frustrating reality that he faces each month, leaving him feeling defeated and disheartened. But Sam isn't alone in this struggle. Many of us have found ourselves in Sam's shoes at some point in our lives. We face the reality of our financial situation, the seemingly insurmountable odds that stand in the way of building a secure financial future. It leads us to the inevitable question, is there a way for Sam to break free from this cycle? Can Sam, and countless others like him who are stuck in this financial rut, learn to make their money work for them instead of the other way round? And the most important question of them all, will Sam ever learn how to save? The art of saving is not as difficult as it sounds, but is it an impossible task? Will he ever be able to master it? Let's find out. One day, Sam stumbles upon a shocking fact. Imagine this, Sam, a hardworking individual, had always prided himself on being able to manage his money well. He'd been working for several years, earning a decent paycheck, living a comfortable life. But one day, while sifting through his financial records, he found something that rocked his boat. He was spending more than he was earning. Sam had been living paycheck to paycheck, not realizing that his expenses were exceeding his income. The numbers didn't lie. His bank account was slowly but surely dwindling, even though he had a job that paid well. This realization hit him like a ton of bricks. He was living beyond his means, and it was a wake-up call he couldn't ignore. Now you may be wondering how Sam didn't notice this sooner. Well, it's simple really. He never tracked his expenses. He had no idea where his money was going. He was like a ship sailing in the dark, unaware of the iceberg right ahead. Tracking expenses is like turning on the headlights of that ship. It illuminates the path, shows you where you're heading. You'd be surprised to know how much money you're spending on things you don't necessarily need. Those daily cups of coffee, the subscriptions you forgot you had, the impulse buys, they all add up, creating a hole in your pocket. So what did Sam do? He decided to take control. He started keeping a record of every penny he spent. He categorized his expenses, found out which areas he was overspending in. He saw the reality of his financial situation, and it wasn't pretty. But at least now, he knew what he was dealing with. This was Sam's wake-up call. He realized that he was in a financial hole, and the first step to getting out of it was to stop digging. He understood that in order to save money, he first needed to know where his money was going. And so, Sam decided to take control of his finances. Sam starts by setting up a budget. A budget is like a roadmap for your finances. It's a tool that helps you understand where your money is going, and more importantly, where you want it to go. For Sam, this was the first step in his journey towards financial freedom. In setting up his budget, Sam started by categorizing his expenses. He divided them into needs, wants, and savings. Needs included the essentials: rent, groceries, utilities. Wants were the things that made life enjoyable but weren't absolutely necessary. Eating out, entertainment, shopping, and savings, well, that was for his future. Once he had his categories, Sam set limits for each. He allocated 50% of his income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. This is often referred to as the 50-30-20 rule, a simple yet effective way to manage your money. But why is a budget so important, you ask? Well, a budget gives you control over your money. It ensures that you're not spending more than you're earning, and it helps you prioritize your spending. With a budget, you're less likely to end up in debt, and more likely to have money for the things that truly matter to you. A budget is also a great tool for saving money. By setting aside a portion of your income for savings, you're essentially paying yourself first. This money can be used to build an emergency fund, save for a down payment on a house, or even invest for your retirement. Remember, a budget isn't about restricting what you spend. It's about understanding and managing your money so you can enjoy life today and secure your future. So how did Sam fare with his budget? Well, it took some time to adjust. He had to make some tough decisions and say no to certain things. But once he got the hang of it, he realized that he was spending his money on what he truly valued. With a budget in place, Sam was ready for the next step. Sam learns the art of smart spending. Now, this isn't a secret club or a forgotten martial art. It's a life skill that anyone can master with a bit of discipline and knowledge. So, let's journey with Sam as he embarks on his quest to become a smart spender. First, Sam discovers the power of sales. This doesn't mean buying something just because it's on sale. No, it's about waiting for items he needs to go on sale. It's a game of patience, but one that pays off. He starts to plan his purchases around sales, saving a significant amount on his regular expenses. Now, our friend Sam is also a fan of that morning latte, but he realizes that those small daily expenses can add up. So, he switches to making coffee at home, saving a few dollars each day. It might seem like a small change, but over a year, those few dollars could turn into a nice little sum. Next, Sam tackles impulse purchases. We've all been there, haven't we? That shiny new gadget or that trendy outfit calls out to us from the store shelf. But Sam learns to ask himself, do I really need this? More often than not, the answer is no. By avoiding impulse purchases, Sam manages to keep a tighter rein on his spending. These changes in his spending habits don't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, one that requires consistency and self-control. But as Sam sticks to his plan, he starts to see the fruits of his labor. His savings begin to grow, and he feels a sense of control over his financial future. In essence, smart spending is about making conscious decisions. It's about understanding the difference between needs and wants, and prioritizing the former. It's about realizing that every dollar saved is a step towards financial freedom. Sam was saving more than he ever had, but he wanted to go a step further. And so he ventures into the world of investing, eager to make his money work even harder for him. Sam decides to invest his savings. At this point in our story, our friend Sam has become a master of budgeting and smart spending. Now he's ready to take the next big step: investing. Investing might sound intimidating, but it's really all about making your money work for you. Instead of letting your savings sit idle in a bank account, why not put it to work? Think of it as hiring your dollars to go out and earn even more dollars for you. So, how does one start investing? Well, it all begins with a bit of research. There are countless investment options out there, each with its own set of risks and rewards. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, the list goes on. The key is to diversify or spread your investments across different types, so that if one doesn't perform well, the others can balance it out. Sam, for instance, decides to dip his toes in the stock market. He chooses a handful of companies he believes in, buys their stocks, and plans to hold on to them for the long haul. This strategy is known as buy and hold, and it's a popular choice among many successful investors. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich quick. It's about growing your wealth over time. Sure, there might be some bumps along the road, but with patience and perseverance, the journey can be incredibly rewarding. But investing isn't just about making money, it's also about securing your future. Every dollar you invest is a dollar working towards your retirement, your dream home, or your children's education. And so, with a click of a button, Sam makes his first investment. He's not just spending smartly now, he's building wealth for the future. It's a big step, but it's one that brings him closer to financial freedom. Sam had finally learned to make every dollar count. He's learned to budget, to spend wisely, and now, to invest for the future. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? But remember, this isn't the end, it's just the beginning of Sam's financial success story. And it can be the beginning of yours too. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more financially informative videos. Until next time, friends, farewell.